Hey guys, welcome to the Acting Clear Chef, and this is not a kitchen. This is actually my room, and I thought I'd give a different spin on it. I just have to let you guys know today I'm a little upset. I made a chicken recipe video, and I didn't have enough memory on my SD card, and it crashed, and it was kind of a failure. So I was like, you know what, I'm still making a video today, and I'm like, screw it, I don't care what it is. And I thought, you know, if I can't make a recipe video, then I may as well educate you guys on what the perfect clear skin diet is, or at least the way I typically eat, and you guys can sort of replicate it with your own twist once you start getting the handle of some cooking recipes, which are coming out shortly. I promise that. Okay? So, the simple, perfect, acne clear diet. What is it? Well, I believe that there is no perfect diet for anybody, but a way of eating that is individualized towards your needs. And towards your needs, I mean maximizing digestion and minimizing harm, which is what I'm all about with my recipe videos. So don't need to diet. Don't worry about the diets. Just eat real food. JERF. This isn't my acronym. This is another health and wellness guy. Oh shoot, I forget his name. I'm so sorry. But great content, dude. Anyways, yes, I'm stealing your acronym. JERF. So just eating real food, whole foods. You know, no BS, no processed, no long ingredient list. One ingredient: chicken, broccoli, asparagus, spinach, onion, mushroom. You know, all that stuff. Only one thing. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, these are my basic guidelines I follow by. Okay. So half of your plate, now I'm talking about plate here, half of your plate should be non-starchy vegetables, okay? Non-starchy vegetables such as your dark leafy greens. The darker the color in the vegetable, the more antioxidants are in that vegetable, and the more nutrient dense and packed it is, and it's not only great for your skin but also great for your overall functioning of your body. And really, if you have acne or any kind of chronic condition, it's usually due to malabsorption or just a lack of nutrient-dense foods. So having half of your plate of non-starchy vegetables was a great start to implementing great health. Seriously, having half of your plate of non-starchy vegetables. 20 to 40% of your plate should come from protein. Now it depends on how active you are, you know what you're doing. See, I'm more active, so I have the pleasure of eating more protein. So I eat around 1 gram of protein per body weight. You know, if you're not as active, you may need less, like 0.8, 0.6. Now I'm no expert, I can't give you this advice. You really have to figure out for yourself how much protein you need. And it's all about figuring out your perfect balance. Okay? And 10 to 20% of the plate should be fat. Now, don't be afraid of fat. Fat is an excellent food source. And watch out, Times Magazine, I'm calling you out. The next issue is going to be on debunking the myths of saturated fat and why we have it all wrong, and that by eating too many carbohydrates is actually the cause of our health problems, not fat. Okay, so good fats like saturated fats, coconut oil, butter, ghee. If you have butter allergies, go with ghee because the dairy is gone. Avocado, nuts, seeds, you know, you want some of that on your plate. Those are really great nutrients, and they have vitamins A, D, E, and K, which you can't really find from any other food sources. So fat is incredible because those vitamins give you that plumpness to your skin, that glow, that, you know, vibrancy that everybody has. You know, you look more youthful. So hey, don't go to the Bay and look for the next, you know, cheeks and lips super duper whatever to make yourself look good. Just eat more fat and more non-starchy vegetables. Non-starchy vegetables will actually help absorb those fat molecules a lot more efficiently as well. So that's a little fun tip for you guys. And I'm going to leave it off with number 3 because I did not want to make this video too complicated. I really wanted to simplify it for the average Joe. Is avoid damaging foods. So by avoiding damaging foods, we're going to be healing our internal system, the digestive tract, the entire thing. You know, your kidneys, your liver, your GI tract, your pancreas, all that stuff needs to start, working properly. And the best way for it to function effectively is by doing these 3 things. Avoiding any allergies. 1, allergenic foods. The 2 most common culprits that break people out are gluten and dairy. Cut those 2 foods out, okay? They cause me problems, they may cause you problems. Try it out for yourself, everyone's different. Eggs. Eggs I was extremely sensitive to because I ate on a daily basis when I was bodybuilding. So I can't eat eggs for at least another year. It kind of sucks, but hey, it's totally worth it and I'm not missing them that much. A little bit. But really, get an allergy test. Go to a naturopath. They usually have a blood test where they take some blood from you, send it out in a lab, and they get the results. Then your naturopath will go through the entire process. And literally, that is one of the greatest ways to figure out what your allergies are. It costs you about $200, but it saves you all that trouble and hassle of experimentation. But seriously, I personally recommend it. 2, genetically modified organisms. So foods like corn and soy. I mean, I eat a little bit of corn products that is organic. It's not GMO, but GMO foods wreak a lot of wreak a lot of havoc on the GI tract. I mean, you can look up the research, and a lot of people are against it. I certainly think it's freaking weird. I mean, nature is doing just fine without us manipulating its genes. Just let it do its work. I mean, selective breeding, go ahead, but manipulation into the gene by 2 cross species, I'm kind of freaked out by that, okay? That's just my personal opinion. Do the research for yourself. It'll speak words. It'll speak. And pesticides and herbicides. So this is foods like anything that's been sprayed. If it's genetically modified, it's been sprayed heavily, especially GMO and soy, corn products, any of that. So pesticide and herbicide foods, anything that's not organic, pretty much. I put this last just because it's not as important as long as it is important to maximize health, but if you're on a budget, don't jump into it right away. But if you're really serious about optimizing your health, I would strongly recommend it. Out of the 3, get these 2 out, and then worry about the 3rd one whenever you can. And the basic guidelines to follow by is fresh, local, organic, and whole. I call it the flow. You go with the flow, okay? So fresh, local are really easy to get your hands on, and whole as well. One thing you can do is start shopping at your farmer's market. Find a farmer's market near you. They're everywhere, and they're expanding, and they're booming. These things are hot. People are liking their specialist, your meat specialist, your bread specialist, your cheese specialist. Yeah, I know you can't eat some of that for now, but you may slowly introduce them, don't worry. And, if your vegetable specialist, your herb specialist, you got all these specialists all at the farmer market, and they follow most of these principles. And you can even ask them if they practice organic practicing. They may not be labeled organic, but chances are that they grow their food in a pesticide and hormone-free environment, such as the meats, which is really important, especially in the protein. You want to get protein. Protein and non-starchy vegetables are maximizing priority on eating organic. When eating organic, you're definitely going to want to go with non-starchy vegetables and proteins. Sorry. I should have had some water. I'm running out of saliva. So, just to put it shortly, if there's anything you can take away from this video, one thing, just one thing, eat whole real foods. One ingredient. Really, it's that easy, and your health will exponentially be better. And one way you can do that is by going to your local farmer's market. Go on Google and type in your city, wherever the hell you are. Do it right now, seriously. Go into your city, find your local farmer's market, and whenever they're open, usually once a week, because you get the freshest product, which is absolutely flow, you honestly will see a difference, not only in your life, but even in how you feel. Like everything, your whole life will change just by eating real food from your local farmer. And getting that relationship with somebody is absolutely priceless. So please guys, eat your vegetables and go with the flow. Hope this was helpful. See you later.